darling. Bet you didn't expect to see this. I am making some coffee dyed paper today. Yeah, I am. So I have my bathing suit on. That's number one, okay, in making coffee dyed paper, especially if you live in Texas. Hello. Okay, so I've already made a batch. So I made these, and I'm making just some designs with my, as you can see here, I have some, I have some little, they're not doilies, but they're plastic. But I guess you could call them that. You know, people back in the day, they used to put them under lamps and all that. I don't know. But anyway, look how pretty that one turned out. I love it. Love it, love it. So anyway, that's what I was doing. And I thought, you know what? I just need to go ahead and bring you along. So first off, I put on my bathing suit. Roger that. Not my birthday suit. Stop it. Anyway, I put on my bathing suit. And then I boiled some water. I got out my 11 by 17 glass pan, and then I put 3 scoops of instant coffee, Maker's Mark from Sam's, no big deal, and stirred it all up, and then brought it outside, brought my little table. I don't have my big table today because my sister borrowed it to do taxes, and hello, it's May. But anyway, so, and then I got out all of my plastic little doily things. I love this one, and I have a whole bunch of these. I think I have 6 of these, and this is what I mostly use. So anywho, that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to kind of go in between because it's very hot out here and my camera can't sit out in the heat like that on a stand. So I'm going to kind of come in and out. Let me show you my setup. First of all, let me show you my patio. Oh, there's Bubba. This is a plant that a friend of mine bought when my mother passed away 4 years ago, and I still have it, and it's fabulous, and I do everything I can to keep it alive. Then I have this one. It's a succulent, and it's just a bunch of things in there, to tell you the honest truth. Then I have my Impatient little hanging basket that I just put in my little bicycle. I bought those 2 for $15 at Lowe's. Yeah, great deal. I got 2 of them, $15. Then let's see. This is the little area that I have a mouse living in. I know, right in here. Yeah. I saw him this morning. But it's because there's a vine that's growing. Isn't it beautiful, though? I trim it every year. I mean, I pull it down, and then it just comes back. But it just is going up into the crepe myrtle. Let me take my finger out so there's not all that. But anyway, so there's that. And then I have the white one on the stand is the Biden's Blossom. Yeah, whatever. And, I have a salvia right there. And then I have my little frog. And then I have my Ixora, my yellow. I've got that from a sweet friend of mine. And then I have my pentas. I have white, I have pink, and I have red. And I don't know what this little flower is right here, but it's just so cute. Then I have some purslane. I have a window here that is from my mother, well, from the house I grew up in. And I say always my mother, not that my dad didn't live there, because he did. But, and then I have a fern. And let's see, there's my pink penta. And then right over here, going into the garage, is my my other Impatient. So, anywho, so this is my stuff that I have made up. I use a glass 11 by 17 pan because that way, when I use my 8.5 by 11 paper, or if I want to put something bigger in, I have room. And I just try to get it to the darkness that I want. And then I also have my Tim Holtz sprayer, and then I use that to kind of make some dots and stuff on the back of the paper. And I am just using my Premium 32. So you can get that on Amazon. I think they even have it at Sam's, like at Walmart. But anyway, it's a 32 pound, and I really like it. So, and all you need is just a little surface place. This is just a small little table that I have, and it's not even my big one. Let's say hi to Bubba. Hi, Bubba. What's you doing? You laying in the grass? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak my paper and lay it out, and then I'm going to show you how I lay my paper, okay? So just a minute. Hey, I wanted to show you something, and I didn't want to show you my body in there, in that, because I may have earlier, so you just ignore that, okay? You just ignore that. So crumple up your paper. Take it and then crumple it up, and then put it in there, because the dye, the coffee, is going to get into those little cracks and make a beautiful, beautiful coffee dyed paper. Okay, so just giving you a little bit clues here. Yeah, I've already taped this one time, and then I accidentally, I tell you guys, I'm in my bathing suit, so I accidentally turned the circle and showed myself in the sliding glass door, and I'm like, no, that ain't happening. So anyway, I'm filming again, but that's okay, because I'm going to be out here for a while, and you know, it doesn't take long for the paper to dry in Houston. I mean, Houston, in Texas. Well, in Houston, I'm close to Houston, but yeah. So if you're somewhere where it's warm, get outside, get some sun, get your vitamin D. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, on to the next thing. Okay, so you just lay your paper down, and I have mine laid down. The sun's behind me. I don't know if you can see that. Let me come over here. So I laid mine down with the ones that I crumpled up, and I just put them plain. So here are the two that I'm going to lay my doilies on. See, all I do is just lay them to where they kind of meet up, because the doilies are so big that it'll kind of go on the whole thing. Okay, so hold on just a second. Okay, so I laid one down strategically straight in the middle of both of those pieces of paper. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay one on each end to make some scallops on the end of the papers. Okay, so I just hung one on this end, just so that I could get that scallop right there on the end, and then I did the same for this side. So it doesn't take very long for it to dry, like I said, here in the heat, so it's going to dry pretty quick. You can already see those bubbling up, because just from the heat. And so if you want a different effect too, and you want it a little bit darker in areas, that's why I have my Tim Holtz spritzer. So I'm going to spritz it a little bit in just some different areas, and then do the rest of them, and then I'll come and show you what they look like. I have little rocks, and you know, I use whatever. I'm using a spoon over there, and then my little frog, but just to bend it up just for a second so that it doesn't, you know, get on my other paper. But you know, if you have a bigger table, which I wish I had, but my sister has it. She was doing her taxes, but anywho, so this is kind of what you're doing. You just kind of wait, and let's see, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of paper here, and I've already done 8, so that's 16. I mean, it just maybe takes 10 minutes at the most. And like I say, I have my bathing suit on, so girl, I just be getting me some little sun, you know what I'm saying? So I just sit out here with the book, and then I wait patiently, and just enjoy the view, because it's just so nice out here. And it's so pretty. You want to see my husband's little garden? Okay, I'll take you. He doesn't have a little garden. He has a big garden. So he has one over there. We have blackberries in the corner, way in the corner to the left. I don't want you to see the neighbor's yard. And then we have our big tree that I always show y'all. In the fall, it has yellow buds that turn into these waxy pods. Beautiful tree. Love it. And then he has a garden over there. And then he has, let me step out. He has tomato plants over here. So these are his little tomato plants. They're actually doing really, really good. So anyway, I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, the process is complete. I am done with the outside portion of coffee dyeing my paper. And so I wanted to show you, I kind of backed the camera up a little bit so that you could see. I have 5 sets of 8, so I made 40 papers today. And I wanted to show them to you. I'm just going to flip through them real quick. And let me know if you're interested in some of these. I'm about to start making packages of vintage ephemera. Not ephemera, but vintage book pages for you to make ephemera out of. And I want to include some of these in there. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. So let me just kind of go through each batch. This is the first one. I'm not a big fan of this particular design. I don't know why. I think it's because it's not defined. but I do like it. Anyway, so there's that. Then there's that one. Then there's this one. And some of them look a lot alike because I use the same placemats, which I love this one. And I have another one and I forgot to bring it out. But, so I'll have to do that next week because I do need to do some plain, just coffee dyed paper without any designs on them. So there's that. I just really like this one. And it has a crease in it, which I think is kind of cool too. Okay, that was one set of 8. And then I have this one. And I like it because I did not mop up or clean the table after the first session. And so it kind of got little faded areas where there was some coffee, you know, on the table. And so I kind of like it. Kind of do. Same here with that. But I like that. Then there's this one. And this. I think this is the one I did most of. And then this is just the plain ones that I crinkled up. And I just love that look. And it didn't, this one didn't put as much, but whenever I rub my little dauber over those, they're going to show up a little bit more, which kind of gives it a cool effect. But I like the crinkled look. And this one, I don't know why, but it just got some design on it, and I think it's kind of cool. Isn't that cool? I like it. Even the back part is cool. So crinkle your paper. Think about it when you do it. So just crinkle it up and then put it in. And then there's just a plain one. So there's that. And then this is the third set. And I really like this one. Especially if you fold your paper in half, you're going to get a real clean, pretty design. There's the other one. I like this one, but I need to clean it or something because I feel like it's not coming through as well as I would like. I like just definitive definition. Does that make sense? But I like it to be very detailed. And so anyway, I just did different ones and just kind of, you know, laid them on there and just did some different designs. I think they all turned out fabulous. They really did. I like them. And then here's another one that's just plain, and I really like that one. I really do. Then there's this and this, and I like, this was a crinkled one, so I really like the way it turned out. It's just going to look so good, yeah, in a journal and just with other things. I'll tell you what I did is I got out one of my punches, and it makes this really cool vine, and I punched it on one of these papers that I had left over. Just a little, like a 2.5-inch sliver, and so I punched it, but look how cool that is. So, I mean, you can just do all kinds of fun stuff. So, like right on the edge, you could do it and then get you a really cool, you know, something to put in your journal. I love this one. I like that it's missing some there. Same here. I like that with that in the middle. So when you fold it, it's going to be like that. And then you'll see this. I like that. Same with this one. You know, you're going to fold it and then you'll see this little bit. I like it. Like it, like it. There's that one. Excuse me. So anyway, that's what I do. And then the last one, I centered that one on the page, and that one turned out pretty good. But I'm going to go wash those placemats. Look at this one. I let the solution, the paper sit in the solution, and the sun started kind of drying a portion of it, and it came out with that, and I just think it looks amazing. I like the grunge look. And look, just because it's ripped, that doesn't mean anything, because I can cut it in half. I can use this portion as a pocket. I mean, but I did rip a couple of them because it happens. It happens. I love this one. Like this. Look at that. And your signature. Ah, you could put a little, yeah. You could put you a little, you know, like a die cut or something with a title. Whew, that's so pretty. Love that one. Like this one. I like that faded area a little bit. Excuse me. And then I have this one. So that is 40 pages of goodness. And of course the backs, they all look the same, you know. But yeah, we did a lot today. So that was fun. So, you know, I don't know if you coffee dye or if you like, you know, I don't know if you do that or not. But if you don't, because you're afraid or, you know, I don't know, you've never done it before, easy peasy. So the only thing is that there's just a few rules, you know, a few tricks, if you will. Make sure that you don't use regular copy paper because it will just fall apart and rip. I was using the Premium 32, and I'll show you what the package looks like so that you can get some. Like I said, it's just called Premium 32, and it's 32 pounds. And it's just, you know, you get 100 in here. And perfect for journals. And then you can also use 65 pound. And, which I do that. But usually just with coffee dyed, not with any designs on it or anything. But these are sturdy. I mean, this paper is just really sturdy. So when it goes in a journal, even just putting pockets and things on it, it's real sturdy. But, so make sure that you don't use copy paper and use something a little bit sturdier. And that Premium 24 just seems to work. And then, what was the other thing I was going to tell you when I was outside? Oh, put sunscreen on. Yeah, because you'll get sunburn. Yeah, hello. But anyway, that's okay, because I laid out in the sun yesterday. I'm reading, I started my book club again with my sisters, and we're reading The Lady in White. It's a mystery from the 1800s. And so anyway, I've been reading. And so yesterday I took my book outside, and I'm just going out just to get vitamin D. So I did 30 minutes on one side and 30 minutes on the other with a light sunscreen. And then today I'm like, oh, I'm just going to be out there for a little bit. And, you know, well, anyway, my back is just a little bit redder than I would have liked. But anyway, so wear sunscreen. So anywho, you can make some beautiful tags out of this paper. You know, I just backed it with some of my script paper, but I mean, you can make some really pretty tags. But that's pretty much it. I just wanted to come and just, I told you that I had been wanting to do this, but honestly, I haven't seen the sun in a long time. Right? I know that's crazy, but it's been overcast for so long, and then it was raining, and then if the sun comes out, it's just really short. So anyway, we've had really pretty days for the last couple of days, and I thought, I'm going to get out there and do this. And so I need to do it again next week and make some just plain coffee dyed paper. But anyway, so welcome to Wacky Wednesday. I hope that you are having a fabulous week so far. You're halfway there to wherever you're getting to on Friday or Saturday. So, anywho, I shall see you tomorrow with a fun little project. And until then, remember, you only know what you know until you know something different. Bye-bye.